I've tested exactly 42 AI chatbot builders so that I could find the very best one for a total beginner to build an AI chatbot from scratch in less than 10 minutes. And the best part, it's almost free. Now, this is the same chatbot that we use in our agency that generates $600,000 per month. And if you're also looking for the most advanced chatbot that I found in my search, I'm going to show you that too at the end. So if you're still paying some VA in the Philippines to respond to all of your live chats, or even worse, you don't have one at all, shame on you. AI has made chatbots so cheap, so affordable, and so accessible, there is no excuse. All right, now let's share my screen. We're gonna build this chatbot from scratch and launch it. Now feel free to skip around this video using the timestamps and save it in case you have to reference it later. The pricing that you see here does not apply to you. If you're watching this channel, I'm gonna show you how to get this tool basically for free. But here it is, livechatai.com. I encourage you to go through, check out their website, but let's go into the tool and show you how it actually works. So once you sign up, the tool is going to look like this. It's very clean, very simple, very easy to use for a beginner. Now I'm going to go ahead and click New AI Bot, and it takes you through a couple really simple steps to set up this bot. The first step, it's going to ask for just a little bit of data to scrape or to use so that it can build your chatbot. But don't worry, you're going to be able to upload more information later. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a PDF of our company's frequently asked questions. You can upload whatever you want. You can do a single question or answer. I encourage you to not do an entire website crawl. Our website, otterpr.com, is very bulky. There's hundreds of pages, and you don't want it to start crawling hundreds of pages. All right, let's go ahead and continue and build this chatbot. Now, what I love so much about this specific AI tool is that it does the main things that I want it to do. 1, answer questions accurately. 2, be able to pass them off to human support if needed be. And 3, get them out of the live chat to a platform where we can continue that conversation. Now let's go ahead and create my AI bot, and it's going to take this information and it's going to generate an AI bot for me. So we'll see a couple of tabs here: preview, settings, customize, embed and share, chat inbox, and manage data sources. Let's go through and customize this chatbot, and please follow along. So settings, we're going to want to name our chatbot. I like to name my assistant. So in this case, I'm going to name her Emily. Now, personally, I like to leave the base prompt. If you find that your chatbot isn't performing like you want it to, you can go ahead and edit this later. We're going to use 3.5 turbo, temperature 0.1. Remember, the closer the temperature is to 1, the more creative it gets and the more mistakes that it makes. So keeping your temperature nice and low is best for chatbots. Now, the next setting here is human support live chat settings. I like to have this on because if somebody genuinely needs help and they want to talk to a human, chances are you're going to want to go talk to that person. This gives you an option to have them talk to a human. You'd be surprised how few people actually choose this option. Typically, our chatbot gives the perfect answer every time. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that on and update. But of course, you can turn this off if you don't want to be in your chatbot at all. You don't even have to give them that option. All right, next is the customer satisfaction survey. How well is your chatbot actually performing? This is something that you're going to want to know. I like to leave this on, and there's a little trick here, and this is a little gem of knowledge for you as a business owner. The more that you ask your customers for feedback, the better that they're going to feel about the service. Even if the feedback is bad, it is better for them to vent it, to put it somewhere, rather than write a review or leave your company or tell somebody else. They want to give you that feedback, and you should be asking for it at every single turn. All right, the next thing that you can control is collecting user data. So I actually like doing this. I like getting their email, their phone number, and I'm going to activate this after 3 messages and save. The next is rate limiting. If you don't want your chatbot to overperform, to do too much, you can actually limit what it does here in the rate limiting step. I'm going to leave this as is. Now, this is my favorite part of this chatbot, and for beginners, this is huge. There's no reason why you should not be implementing this. So one of the biggest problems on a live chat is someone will enter a live chat with somebody and they'll leave the website and they'll have their question unanswered. The conversation's not done. If you can get them off of the live chat and into a platform that they're already using, the chances of you continuing that conversation, booking the call, getting the sale are going to be much higher. So I'm going to turn this on, and there's a lot of different options here. Intercom's one of them, but there's a lot of platforms that live chat AI offers. WhatsApp is one of them, Messenger, SMS, Telegram. So whatever you're using, you can activate that here. So for example, if I want to get them to text message, I can say text us right now and then put a phone number right here. All right, let's save that so that we can hand off to text message. All right, we're done configuring the settings. Let's move on to the next step. Live Chat AI gives you basically 2 options on how you want to display your live chat. You can do a full page or you can do a messenger widget. Most live chats use the messenger widget, so that's what we're going to use as well. So let's go ahead and customize this messenger widget, and it's going to look like what you see down here in the bottom right. So Align the messenger right. That's typical of live chats. I also recommend doing that. I do recommend using a teaser message. That actually helps prompt a response. I don't like their templated one, so we're going to go ahead and create our own teaser message, and feel free to copy this. All right, so the teaser message that I changed it to is, hey, you. Yeah, you. I know you have a question. You can ask me here. And I think that'll do really well for getting their attention and getting them to come and engage with that live chat. You'd be surprised how many people land on your websites through all of your different marketing channels and never actually engage with it. They just bump off. If you can get them to engage and get their information, it's going to do a lot for your business. I guarantee it. So this teaser message goes a long way for helping. You can also control the scheduling of your chatbot. Maybe you don't want it to trigger during non-business hours because you don't have a human that can step in and support. You can do that here. I'm going to leave it on all day and we'll see how it does. You can always change it later. In the branding settings section, you can control the colors. You can upload your own logo for the top so it's not branded, and you can remove the powered by live chat AI branding. All right, the next is very important, initial and suggested messages. This is the first message that they're going to get once they open that live chat. And it's going to give them some options, which are the suggested messages on what they should ask you. So you're actually starting the direction of the conversation. So for the initial message, you can copy mine. I'm going to change theirs. All right, the initial message, welcome to Otter. How can I help? Now let's go ahead and enter a couple suggested messages. All right, so I just did a couple of examples here. Where can I book a call and how much does your service cost? And here's how it's going to show up on the right-hand side. So you're starting their conversation and you have control over the answers. So this can help point them in whatever direction that you want. And as you can see, text us right now is also an option because we did that SMS handoff. This is so powerful, guys. I really can't emphasize the handoff. That's one of the reasons that I love this tool so much, and it's so simple. This platform also offers translation. So if you're an e-commerce company and you have customers from multiple different countries, you can now translate in Spanish, German, and Turkish. I'm going to leave mine English only since we really only serve the US. Now that we've made it about halfway through setting up this chatbot, I want to show you how to get this basically for free. Now, if you haven't already heard of AppSumo, this is a website that sells lifetime subscriptions to amazing tools that would typically cost $50 to $200 per month if not using AppSumo. So let's go into AppSumo and show you what to look up. If you go to appsumo.com and type live chat AI, this will pop right up, and here it is in AppSumo. So one code for $60 one time, $59 one time, no monthly fee, no nothing. You can use this chatbot forever. And here's what you get for $59. So you're going to get access to their Pro plan. And if you look at their website, their Pro plan is $89 per month if you're paying monthly. So you can literally pay $59 here and get the Pro plan, one-time fee, no monthly fee, and use this forever. Now, if you come down, the limits are a little bit different than what they have on their website. So for $59, you get one user, 2,000 messages per month, which is more than enough for my agency. We don't get that many people in there using the live chat. But if you're a software company or an e-commerce company, you might need to buy a couple more codes to get more limits. So you can stack codes on here, up to 3. So if you want $177 one-time fee, you get up to 6 users. So if you have a big team and you need multiple people to jump in the live chat, that should be more than enough. 8,000 messages per month, 50 chatbots. And by the way, with 50 chatbots, this isn't just for you and your company anymore. You can build these and sell them for thousands of dollars. You can set the limits and you can install them on their website for them. Just give them the embed code and don't give them access to any of the settings. Unbelievable business opportunity for those of you that want to start an AI implementation business. By the way, if you want a link to go get this from AppSumo, it's right down in the show notes here. So you're going to click buy now, one code, and it's going to put this in your cart. And then all you have to do is proceed to checkout. I do have AppSumo Plus, so I get 10% off. I highly recommend that you do that as well. And then setting it up with your AppSumo code takes about 2 seconds. All right, let's go back to finishing this chatbot and then let's get it implemented. So before I do this, embed and share, I'm gonna go into manage data sources. Now, we uploaded a PDF, but here you can add lots of different data sources. So here's what I recommend doing. Here's what I did for my chatbot. I don't like crawling an entire website, especially a big one. If I were to crawl otterpr.com, it would find hundreds and hundreds of pages and it would import tons of information. Most of it isn't up to date. So instead of doing the entire website crawl, which you can do if you have a smaller, less bulky website, I like to crawl single URLs. So I have a list here of URLs that are the most important to our business. And you just have to import them one by one here. And it works seamlessly. As you can see, it's now trained on this page. It shows you how many characters that it trained on. And you can just do these one by one as you're training this AI chatbot on different important key pages of your website. The other thing that I would recommend doing, and this takes a little bit longer, but come into Q&A section and add different Q&As. If you don't already have a Q&A written for your company, you need one. So let me add a couple Q&As from our company. So question, what packages do you offer for PR services? And I'm going to paste the answer right here. So the more specific you can train your chatbot, the better it's going to perform. And you already know what the most common questions are. So I would use this Q&A extensively, posting all of them as question and answers in here. Now, what's really cool, if you don't have a Q&A written up and you had this thing study your website pages like we just did, you can come into Q&A and generate questions and answers using AI. So it just got done. Here are 3 different Q&As that it just came up with. What services do you offer? What sets you apart from other traditional agencies? What is the expertise of Otter's PR's team? I'm going to add all 3 of these because they're awesome questions and answers. And boom, now we've got our trained Q&A contents, and I would continue to add upon that. Here you can also add more PDFs and add more text at any time. You can always come back and train your AI more in depth. Now, before I implement this on my website and show you exactly how to do that, let's have a quick conversation with it and see what it will actually look like. So here's my chatbot. Look at that. It's been 3 messages and it already asked for my email address. That is very cool. So let's ask, how much does your service cost? Which was one of my suggested questions. Boom. It told me exactly the response that I gave it. And then it asked me the survey. Did it help? Did it not help? Do you want to talk to a human? This is some powerful stuff. What sets you apart from other agencies? Look at this amazing response, all generated with AI. This is a great chatbot. This is a great response. And I definitely recommend that you go in and you have a conversation with your chatbot. See what the holes are. See what questions it's not answering correctly. To add this chatbot to your website, they made it so easy. So there's 3 different ways to do it. We've got add as messenger, share as full page chat, or add as an inline chat. Now, this is really helpful because they give you a link directly to your chatbot. You can share this link with your team to test. You can share this link with clients, and it's basically a full page dedicated to your website's frequently asked questions. Very powerful. Adding as an inline embedded page, you can do if you want it to look like this. It's going to be stuck there as you're scrolling. So if you want to make your own page that looks like this, but customized, you can use that embed. Now, what we're going to be using is this top part, add as messenger. I'm going to copy this code to my clipboard and I'm going to go into my website backend. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you my website backend, but I'm going to explain this simply. The code needs to be inserted into the header section of your website. There's a few different ways to do that depending on what website builder you're using. And this is why I don't think this part would be helpful showing you how to do it, because we build on WordPress, you might be on Squarespace, other guys on Wix, this guy's building it on ClickFunnels. It's all going to be relatively the same. Insert it into the header section and it's going to show up just like this. And by the way, if you don't know how to do very basic coding, go watch a video on YouTube about how to do something, insert code into header in ClickFunnels. And if you still can't figure it out, go on Fiverr and type in ClickFunnels developer or Squarespace developer. And you can hire someone in India to likely do this for you for $5 to $10 one time. All right, now I promised you at the beginning of this video that I would also show you the most advanced chatbot tool that I have seen to date. And let me tell you, this thing blew my mind. In fact, I'm going to show you how I'm using this in just a second. It's called Answerly.io, and good news for you, it's also on AppSumo. So you can go on AppSumo and pick up Answerly.io for about $49 for a tier 1 license. Now, the thing with Answerly, you are going to need an open API key and you are going to be charged for those credits, unlike LiveChat AI, which actually provides the credits for you. But Answerly.ai, $49, what do you get? Basically one of everything. You get 10 crawled web pages per import, 20 Knowledge Hub content amounts, and I'm going to show you what that means in just a second here. Now, I do recommend upgrading to tier 2 so that you can import Google Docs and PDFs. Very important here. And in Answerly, you can actually stack codes all the way up to tier 5. Tier 5 gives you unlimited everything. So if you do want to resell these chatbots, I do advise you to get tier 5 because you can also white label these chatbots, which is unbelievably powerful. All right, so why is Answerly.io the most powerful chatbot that I've seen to date? Let me show you why. Here's what the homepage looks like once you're in, and you've got a couple options here: chatbot, conversations, and Knowledge Hub. So Chatbot is the actual chatbot. You're customizing how it's going to look and perform on your website. Conversations is reviewing those conversations to learn and to control them. And then Knowledge Hub. This is where you actually train your chatbot on that knowledge. So let's start with Chatbot and show you just how advanced this thing is. All right, so you get a lot more control, as you can see, over the AI identity. So this is Emma. You're telling her she's friendly or expert or formal. You're telling her which languages she can speak. Here's the Knowledge Hub source. So this is where it's pulling knowledge from. So if you have multiple chatbots, you can control which Knowledge Hub they're pulling from. So very important if you do want to create multiple chatbots and sell them. Human takeover, also very important. Obviously, you're going to want a way to transition to humans when it's necessary. So what I really love about this chatbot more than others is oftentimes you're going to get hit with questions that your chatbot just doesn't know how to handle. And it will give responses based on not facts. It will create hallucinations. This chatbot tool has a built-in functionality to prevent hallucinations. It can also prevent unrelated conversations and offensive messages. So I'm going to go ahead and apply those settings. Now, just like most chatbots, you can do a custom prompt, you can do custom greetings, and you get a lot more control over the look and feel of what that chatbot icon is going to look like. In the last one, we really didn't. In this one, you do. You can adjust all of the colors of that chatbot icon. You can adjust the fonts. You can elect whether or not to show an end chat button. So if I'm chatting, I can say I want the end chat button, and when the chat is over, I can email a conversation transcript to whoever I want. Now, embedding the chatbot in Answerly is very easy as well. You just have to click Connect Website, put in your website name, and it's going to give you a code to insert into the footer of your website. Then you'll just copy this code and you'll add it into the footer or body of your website. Now, what you want out of any advanced chatbot is the following. This is something that the other chatbot does not do, and that is webhooks. So if something happens within your chatbot, whether it's opened, a visitor's greeted, a chatbot's minimized, you can actually create a webhook to connect to Zapier or Make.com or whatever automation tool that you're using to trigger different things to happen. All right, so that's the chatbot advanced capabilities. Now let me show you this Knowledge Hub. Look how cool this is. So here you can create different Knowledge Hubs. I already have one, so I'm going to go into Edit and see the Otter PR Knowledge Hub. Now you are going to need to put your OpenAI key in here. Now getting one's really easy. Go to platform.openai.com, sign up, create a new key, put your billing information in, and then copy that into Answerly. Now here's the thing that puts this, I think, landslides ahead of most other knowledge base tools. You can upload from Google Docs and you can upload from YouTube videos. So how many YouTube videos do I have about cold email, lead generation, chatbots? And people ask me so many questions in the comments and all over. Imagine if I could just send them a link to an AI version of Jay that has already transcribed and learned from all of my YouTube videos that can then run them through ChatGPT and answer their questions so that I don't have to do it personally. This is something that I will be using, uploading all of my YouTube videos and training that chatbot on me. Now, if you're interested in that link to AIJ to answer all of your questions, please drop it in the comments and I will send that link to you personally. Now, if you really want to get advanced, which you've made it this far in the video, so you clearly want to, in Create Content, there's different types of content that you can create for your knowledge base. Summaries, emergencies, visions, and link references. So run through these and see what they are. They're pretty self-explanatory except vision. I haven't seen a single other chatbot tool that allows you to upload pictures to use as responses. So if I went into the website and I said, what is your logo? Send me a picture of it. This will actually send a picture of the logo. And this makes this the most advanced chatbot that I have used. Everything else is pretty ubiquitous across most different chatbots. The YouTube import and the vision makes this one of the most unique things that I've seen in a chatbot tool. All right, let me know in the comments, are you going to be using Answerly or Live Chat AI? And if you found this helpful, please grab the tools down there in the description of this video. If you have a business and you're trying to grow it and you're not subscribed, shame on you. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.